So, Kristina, you are dubbing tomorrow's move a conditional pause. You're assuming that there's going to be no rate hike tomorrow. And I'm curious as to what the difference between a conditional pause is and a pause.
Well, a conditional pause carries with it a sort of Damocles. It's a way to stop hiking rates without giving the signal that markets can start to party and ease financial conditions, because that's not what the Fed wants to do. And so having that hanging over the head of markets suggests that they could always implement a hike at any meeting. And we've already seen the Bank of Canada do that and the Reserve Bank of Australia do that. So relatively short conditional pauses. And I think that's a powerful tool to have.
Having had a few hours to digest today's CPI data, having had a look at the labour market data over the last few weeks, how long could the Fed potentially pause for? What would the next move be, up or down?
I think this could conceivably be an environment in which the pause continues. Having a pause tomorrow means that there are weeks and weeks of data that the Fed will get to digest before it needs to make a decision in July. And I think that's important because we are in a significant disinflationary trend. I won't call it immaculate disinflation, but it's a good disinflationary environment, and I think it's going to continue. And also, we have an economy that is clearly weakening. The lagged effects of monetary policy, I don't think has largely appeared in the real economy yet. We're going to start to see more of that data appear, and I think that's going to give the Fed pause to maintain that pause.
Kristina, when it comes to the July decision, is the bar now higher, given at least headline disinflation is coming in strong?
So I think that what we're seeing right now is an imperfect disinflationary environment. So yes, we have headline inflation improving, with core inflation rather sticky. But typically what we've seen in the past is that headline leads and core follows. And so I think the Fed is right to be vigilant, as are other central banks, right? We don't want to get to a place where inflation becomes entrenched. So having that sort of Damocles hanging over markets, I think is important. Suggesting that another rate hike could happen at any meeting is important as the Fed sifts through the data. But I do believe the sticky core inflation will start to unstick sufficiently by the end of this year.